As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell
I
yeah.
knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
We're back. We're in. Done. Alright, now. Put the pants back on. +1 drama, +1 composure, savoir-faire, +1 conceptualization. +1 physical instrument, +1 electrochemistry. Take this. +1 to shivers. Hell yeah. Oh, we got plenty to investigate now. Collecting rainwater. Let's go in here. Radio is emitting strange buzzing noises. And this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Put a diamond.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Dial a random number.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Try it again later.
Sure, why not? Must nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat until it works.
Alright. The book? The Fume Volume 1, Number 4. Guess we'll read that later. Standard office file cabinet. Someone left the coffee machine on. Dark liquid pot looks almost sentient. This is Dewey typewriter, modeled in the name on the back. Every worker member of the board, written on top of the flyers. This. Postcard. Didn't see the cupboard, hold up. It's in there.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Indeed, we got useful information
Let's
here.
see what's inside, he thinks.
Open it.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
But there anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Yeah, just do it.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at it.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Yeah, to-do list for Everett.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Take another look.
Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been
Damn.
crossed out.
Nothing
the
new.
note itself is crumpled.
All right, close the drawer.
Slides shut.
Well, maybe some useful information from there. How about this? Magnesium. And? Neat office shades. +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. Yeah, I'll take the shades too. What do my current ones give? -1 authority, +1 logic. We'll put these ones on for now. I think Authority is going to help us out. I think we're going to be meeting Everett soon. Interact with the book.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
See what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
I see.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read it.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Oh.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Kunst und Kultur. I don't really care much about it. Whatever. Maybe I'm missing something, but whatever. Oh, the sound is dying for some reason. I don't know why that is. Hold on, let me check things. Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay. 3 money bottles. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and Potent Pilsner. These 3 packs of cigarette butts. Actually, hold up. 50%. Oh. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we shouldn't have gone here yet.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads,
This is where
René
René.
Arnaud.
Take a look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take it.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. What's this? Oh, hold up. All around you, great machines in quintessence. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. And this? I have to go all the way over there. Oh, hold up. What's this? Controls?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Press march.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Well, I moved it, I guess. Oh, it's going down. Pathway. Oh. Anything? Continue.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
Well, what's inside?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Leave it for now. Oh, we can interact with the door, okay. 74 cents. Hell yeah. See faded industrial lettering on the platform. Gewalsend.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
I think there's something special about this container. My brain tells me.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe I can tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from a crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Open it.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Damn.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Knock.
No reply.
Persuade the door to open. Erratic yet thorough. Been in the world for 2 days. Precarious world. Yeah, persuade it to open.
Why are you even
Ah,
trying to open the
it was
door with
perfect. It was almost perfect. Because I couldn't open it physically.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
What even is the check size? I mean, it was literally impossible, but... challenging. No, that's not that one. Impossible. Yeah, it was impossible. Okay. What does a ret do on this, then?
A rusting crane does not return to its original position.
Oh. Maybe that opened it?
You're back before the cargo container.
No. Damn. Alright. Guess we'll have something to do with that later. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet and green machines are sleeping. Oh, the cargo. Used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. Speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. Oh, they got a box. Which... perhaps... opens with this. Also this. Musk of oil and rust comes with the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. But we can open this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ooh. Nice set of gloves. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna put those on for now. Yep. Tools. Put the bag again. Oh, we got money. Yeah. Industrial size thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. More money. Sweet. Who are you?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Nah, of course not.
I mean, I don't personally mind. folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Doesn't seem to be waiting for your answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Auto fails on red.
Sure, mister. About what?
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Smiles and lean closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrard telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Really? They kill someone? I mean, that's not bad cop.
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
Fair enough. You work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
What a kind lad.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
I like this guy. Yeah. Who is he, though? Who is she?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Pretty sure this place would totally fall apart if you didn't shine the boss man's shoes, Leo. Yeah, hold on. What's the Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Yeah, we met her.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Well, I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
Didn't think it was possible. The smile comes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
You the Leo at the moat to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Oh, looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
What is in the container over there? Yeah, what's in the container?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
I still want to get in there. Looking for the leader of the Dockworkers
Oh, you
Union.
want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Yeah, keep listening.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did. Yes, we did, mister.
It's for sign of disbelief in your eyes. Don't say anything. No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. We did, mister. Indeed, we did. Him was a big, big fellow. Used to drive the Troika near ours' school and everything. Them was all naked, too. That's all I got to say about that.
Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there.
Well, I'm off then. Thank you.
Bye now.
Banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves of red. What's this? Coffee in the giant thermoses. It's still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. And here he is. But before that, taxidermy fish tells time. Let's talk to him.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind
That's a
large
frog
desk.
face if I've ever seen
He
one.
looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Look into the eyes.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank. Grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debarders Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here. Please, have a seat.
Tiny folding chair opposite of his giant desk.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to...
Don't give up, but don't leave either. You're going to have this conversation on your terms. You just need to remain headstrong.
Yeah, volition's got me backed up. Remain standing, don't go anywhere.
Everard starts whistling a little worker song. He really is trying to ignore you, or will you out of existence.
Keep standing.
The lieutenant stands right next to you, not showing any signs of impatience or boredom.
I see you are an extremely stubborn man, Mr. Dubois. That ain't necessarily a bad thing.
Finally, the big man looks you in the eye and speaks.
You did it. This might help against whatever comes next.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today? Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Giant note to check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could owe him for. This is a trap.
Yeah, it is. Keep it, I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
Presses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Yep.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm not worried, I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths.
Damn,
It's
I
in a
can't
safe place.
fucking do that.
I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Had a slight chance, but I can't do it. I fail automatically on red checks. Ugh. 43 minutes left. Kim?
Officer, we will deal with this later.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Don't panic.
God,
Yep.
You're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you...
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here?
Mr. Dubois!
Shit. Well,
Mr. Dubois! Harry!
there's a fingerprint to no effect. You're in some sort of stupor. Let your mind go to a safe place.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Exactly.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Just finished investigating the local drug trade, I'd have you know.
You've got a lot of spirit clearing up the drug problem alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Would you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yep, studied the crime scene. There's worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Picks up the handset of a radio. Clicks the button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
Oh boy. Another one.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Well, let's see. Lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging. Yeah, I want to talk about the hanging. Met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
You say that.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
Oh? Yeah. You say that, but we all know your true intentions here. Come on.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Sure, find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
So what happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gilmont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions with the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
He called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Tough one to crack. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Let's see. What's in the container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
The one in the cove-jawed crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Yeah, try it again. Gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
Yeah, my body's quite resilient, isn't it?
Yes, yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Let's see. I'm looking into your shady brew, by the way.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
Talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Since there's a but. Say nothing.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Is that true, Kim?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door,
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Play his game. Why don't you open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
you want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Fine, I'll look into it.
Fantastic,
Play
my
his game.
friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Gonna leave now, but we might talk again later. Got my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Could he really be holding it hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
The gun may have been bought from Moy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes. Thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I mean, if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Oh. Gonna leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Well, decent progress at the least. Fuck. Sucks that we lost that red check though. We got 2 5s on that too, which I think was enough to get past it if we just didn't have that equipped. 13 minutes left, damn. So close. Whatever. Guess now we just go back. Actually, let's see. Maybe I can do another check on this?
You're back before the cargo container.
No.
It's drawer.
Maybe when I finish Precarious World, I can unlock it. Or try. Maybe it'll give me a +1. Another 1 +1, I mean. And that sound popping is really bad for this area. Whatever. Let's go. Oh, what's this? In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Looking monolithic. Oh, who are you?
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Measurehead.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Yeah, size him up first. Authority.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Purple muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
Pedomorphic, what the fuck?
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
But the police and I have official business with you.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Fisking towards him disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Yeah, I'm an alcoholic, now cooperate.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
I think the ham sandwich still got it in him.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Two of those are not like the others. To be completely fair here.
You dominated lesser culture,
Free.
like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit
4.
has
Yep.
halted.
Alright, this is just
You are
yep.
obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
People have probably killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Jesus.
Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul.
Subscribe to his race theory?
Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
What do you think of this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Yeah, isn't your union boss white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Here's the harbor seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Individualism is my jam. No, it's a 4th thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
Actually, it's disco.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. it is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Who are the Seminoles,
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
You were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So, you didn't come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
That's a weak basis.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're from Revachol?
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
You know, for science, why not? For science.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
What thing? We already got in the harbor. You just want to hear about races, don't you?
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races.
Jesus.
Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need an occasion on?
Let's do CF. Why not? Start from this one.
I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You need to first learn about Type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Fine.
Those are the Seminoles, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Alright then.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Jesus Christ. So who are Type A in that group?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Alright.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Oh, What's the difference? Continue receiving wisdom. Holy crap, bro.
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Alright then.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored.
Bro.
To an untrained eye, the
Please.
Koikos appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Ghul and smoking the degenerate tabac herb and for eating potato.
Man, he hates potatoes.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
The Vacholiers?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Alright, now finally the last one.
Chips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experience?
Lesser races like the Mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a Mesk woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mother is Mesk and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The Mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Yeah?
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Semenes with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Semenese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Semenese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Semenese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika. But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Do I understand it all?
Understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
How do I word the mystery? I mean, we're already in this rabbit hole. We've already gone down it, so... Fuck
You
it.
need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Alright.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
What do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there'll be another one?
There always is.
Oh.
Race is reality.
Why aren't you with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You're all part of the union, though.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Semenese. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
What do those tattoos mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
You sure I'm not craniometric? Nah. We're not choosing a side on this.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
Yeah, so can you get the body down for the tree?
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
He doesn't want to see us pull out a tool to cut it down.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
What if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
I mean, show everyone that we're taking orders from the Union.
Yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way.
We don't have a choice at this point. Damn.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Yep, here I am with my hobo hat, my hobo bag, my coat that makes me look like I'm hobo, my old-ass glasses that also make me look like a
woman's
hobo.
gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
Damn, she flicked immediately. Immediately turned. She just wants someone with some sort of power.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I've seen enough of the dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Spoken by a mercenary pretending to be a worker.
Yes.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The
Oh, buddy's down.
corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
Farewell, Hamsonwich. You are a Union man from now on.
Leave. Here we
A
go.
precarious world. How not to lose? It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
Damn straight. Bonuses from the thought. Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. What does that even mean? There are no crit successes and failures? Oh, never mind. Okay, I see. So I can roll an 11. Oh, that's actually good. So there are no crit failures possible. And crit success is 2. There's 2 chances. Okay, that's really good, actually. All right. That's good.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Yeah, we'll go for this option.
No, I said Scab.
Oh, okay. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, But then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Come to see the strife. You got a key to the door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
Hoping you could tell me.
Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm a hustle grinder.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. What you're looking
Free
for
money,
is a
man.
basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this
Janitor.
whispering, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? Weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
You know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilante?
There is only one law, friend. I'm the law.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks.
Why are you striking? You're the man in boots at the gate. Uno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Jesus.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So he used this to scare you? What'd you learn, actually?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Sort of statical stuff.
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Yeah.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, and boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them. But okay, let's find all of it.
Yeah.
Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Yeah. So he wants us to scare you.
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Thanks for
No
conversation.
problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
All
He
right.
is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Nice talk for now. Yeah, I want to get moving. First off, I want to sell the gun that I got. The broken one, that is. Oh. Is this something new? I don't think it is. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. Slush and rain has almost washed them off. Interesting. Oh, hold up. Sewer grate. Gateway to the river of filth. Oh. Never mind. Oh. Time to sell this gun then.
Hello. Let me know if I... Sure thing.
People from Everclear's union come here to track the gun.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday. Looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls.
Yep, figures.
They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip. But you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Thanks for
Sure,
that.
Man.
Something I'd like to sell you.
Let me have a look.
A fascinating photo of a corpse here. Nope. Actually, show him the photo. No, never mind. No.
Anything else you're thinking?
I don't think that's gonna get me anything. On that. Photo of a happy couple. Postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area. We'll sell the postcards. I don't think we're getting anything from those. Close. Anything else to
Another
sell?
time, perhaps.
Alright. So that's the gun sold. I now have enough money to pay for my rent. And... actually...
Everything's still cool here, officer.
nope. Rented out the lady driver or underprivileged grandma. Leave for now. Oh, can I actually...
Shine on these
nope.
sunglasses.
Never mind. Cannot do that one. Bundle armor pieces. Put the advanced race theory into a free internalizing saw in your head. Okay. We're on this rabbit hole. Can't unlock one right now, but that's gonna be the next thing, I guess. Let's see. So... I'm going to do find all the armor pieces. Oh, well, the body's down. Now that I think about it. Yeah, the body's down. Hold up. And the whole branch. Yeah, he 100% used a saw for that.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Alright.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup to social
I see.
work, everything.
Fuck. Alright, I guess we're stuck doing this. Honorary rank of detective. Yeah, what does honorary mean there?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able, usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
Yeah, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's see. Try to remove the boots.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Fine. Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh, well, nothing. Never
Come
mind.
back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Yeah, alright.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
You have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
If gardening gloves, maybe they are enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
Can I equip them? No. Unlock. Here we go. An hour and 40 minutes. Fooled by the absurdity. Alright.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Alright. Open your ledger. Leave for now. I want to put those gloves on. Get those gloves on. Yeah, there we go.
The rotting man lies.
Oh, hold up.
The lieutenant
Actually,
adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
let me check my other stuff real quick. Because I have a feeling some of this might require intellect. Holy crap, -1 drama. Let's see. So, I have -1 rhetoric, -1 drama, +1 visual calculus, plus suggestion, conceptualization. Is that going to be better than my esprit core shiver? Maybe, maybe not. +1 drama. Insane man tank, insane mesh tank top. +1 conceptualization. Logic. +1 logic. Hold up. That's logic. +1 logic, -1 visual calculus. Yeah, I think we're good. All right.
The rotting man lies. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Open to the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first.
Yeah.
It begins with
assistant.
That's you.
The Glowman. Yeah, I'm Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
Name.
We've heard the nom de guerre. Lely. It's better than nothing. Write it down.
All right, yeah, Laley.
What's next? Date of birth?
Yeah.
NA.
H.
Roughly 50.
Roughly 50, all right.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky!
Male.
Yep.
Pigs can have sex!
Male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Yep.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable.
Case number.
10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
All right.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Oh.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Places his hand on the dead man's chest as if it's preparation.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think.
Turns the body onto the side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
When am I going to get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Yeah, write it down.
Tattoos.
Stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair.
The hair under your latex fingers
Let's
feels
see.
cold to touch, wet.
Yeah, stroke it gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove, like thread off a ragdoll's head.
Keep petting.
More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
Yep, write it down.
That was some sick shit, psychopath.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Write down.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. The other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Yeah.
You've got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Yeah.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Good chance. Let's go for it. Actually, look for a good spot to cut first.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Damn. Yeah.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger into the dark red groove until there's a gap.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get up and see!
Nah.
I knew it!
Nah, nothing serious.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Yeah.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Looked like he was enjoying his moment of death.
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, processing science, that's what I meant.
Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Inspect.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. You should touch it.
Shit, our brain told us to. I guess we are.
Doesn't feel like anything. A cold spot under your gardening gloves. Unremarkable and unalive.
Alright.
My pig's so fucking ill right now.
Oh, your pig's pretty sick, I gotta say.
This wasn't necessary. What's going on here? Why are you doing that?
I'm detecting police work.
The lieutenant is unaware of what's happening in your head and why you're touching it. He merely expects you to write down his notes on the man's genitalia so you can move on.
Yep, write it down. Add semen sample.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are all combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier, a mercenary.
We have
Indeed.
a real museum here.
We've known that,
Battles, wars. Last item, hands.
Takes the man's right hand in his, inspecting it. Then moves on the other. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Yeah, I figured.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
I'm from...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Are you a temple of pain and a stranger to tenderness? You like it when I stroked your hair? I touched your penis. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did. reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were you expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Yeah, nothing at all. That sucks.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Figures. Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in.
Payne says we can keep it in, so let's do again. Look deeper inside.
You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there?
I mean, the completionist in me does indeed wonder. I do indeed want to complete this wholeheartedly, especially since I do also want to get all the armor pieces, so...
We already have one test, as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Alright.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal.
Is he touching it again? What is wrong with these mulpus?
Yeah. Leave it at that, more important.
Leave it NA, then. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Yep.
Gastrointestinal.
Read the sigh of pushing relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground. Pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Yep. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injury summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What's the 4th one for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Fair enough. Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Write down.
Your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal.
Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury. A stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Yep, write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal, post-mortem.
Right.
Last
Next,
one.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
So here's the thing, is that I don't think entirely that this was a fatal injury. I think that there is something else at play that we do not know yet that could be defined as the fatal injury. So, non-fatal post-mortem.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I don't think that's what the injury... Yeah, I don't think that's what killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
Can't shake the feeling he was doing something else when he died. Something in me that tells me to be typical appearances here. Footprints were too perfect. Why weren't his hands tied? Big man like this. Yeah. Footprints that were too perfect. I'll try that one.
Everything that's physically on the victim says otherwise. But I agree. I was ready to establish a cause of death, officer. Now I think we should leave it empty. At least for the time being.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Nice. How'd it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Damn straight.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Perhaps a drink later?
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you.
Please get yourself together. The lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
Fine.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy.
For processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Let's see. Yeah, do another search. Very low chance, but might as well.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look under his fingernails.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
Yeah.
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Something we're not seeing here.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where do we find a fridge?
Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building?
Indeed. We got him already. Points towards the commercial area.
Why, yes, there was. It was massive. Red eyes glowing in the dark.
Indeed. Plugged in, literally in the shape of an ice bear.
Yes, Now, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over.
Yeah, alright.
Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
Let's go. Also, hold up. Then victim's body processing, fridge it. Yeah, we're gonna fridge it. Map. Conceptualization, logic, encyclopedia, conceptualization. Backyard wall. Barbell, composure, interfacing, empathy, authority. Punch clock, payphone. Perception. I want to assert my authority over Titus. So, ding. 7. Map. So we're gonna do that. After. Actually, you know what? Let's do it right now. Right now. Hold up, what's that? It's a bowl. Ow. Disgusting. Hold up. Check real quick. +1 authority. Am I losing anything from my current equipment? No. Can I gain any more? -1 authority. Nope, not now. Oh, there's more stuff. Check these. Put as men as overalls. Put in guns. See hawthorn bushes outside. Alright, time to intimidate him.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
How about... Yeah, I've connected you to the local drug trade, by the way.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint.
Exactly.
Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
You got the honor. Yeah, you earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Keep telling yourself that.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Paradise with a corpse that was hanging out back for a week.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
Hell yeah.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Another +1, hell yeah. Try it.
As you look around this room full of sweaty
Yeah.
men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen it before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Interesting. Interesting. I have learned about my past.
You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Replies Torson. The ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot, but, I mean, who am I to judge? Wanna hit the kebab joint?
You guys really are the authority around here. You must be. Just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
I also have no idea how to do my job like you. Number 1. Yeah, number 1 hammers it home.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Damn straight. Damn straight, Kim. We got him.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
She needs counseling.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it.
Ha.
We got him.
Ha,
He's
we
going
got
to
him.
give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying
Not who I thought it was.
rolling in rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amon Jew with an O.
Oh. I see. Person on the roof. Person we saw literally as we walked out at the start of the game. Probably.
The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Fuck it. We have something of a chance. Why not?
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name. with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
I think I know her. What was your relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
What's your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
Not from around here, then?
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the party she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
Yeah, what does it mean you partied?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So you were close.
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
So when was it, you know?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Oh, that's what I figured. Thanks, we'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Selected Joyce, the merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah, they're forming a tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think Glenn is going to protect you from two fully armored ex-military operatives. They told me their stories. They weren't fun. They told me one of their stories, I should say. It was not fun. In fact, I deeply regret asking about it. So, good luck with that.
Yeah. I will oil the machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Nobody is controlling them, by the way.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
They are bad news, you do know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
They also have automatic weapons, by the way.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Are they gonna pierce that ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
See that they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Alright, well, conclude with a shrug.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out. Yeah, I mean, they are going to wipe you out.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Oh, that's that. Good information, though. Alright. Speak to the assault victim. I guess we talked to Kim real quick. Actually, did I level up? No. Thought I did there for a second. Talk to Kim.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yeah.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I met her in the hallway after woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
It went pretty okay.
It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else?
I didn't rape her.
What you're saying is, you raped her?
I didn't.
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck.
No.
Then, don't ever say that again.
Fair enough.
What else?
All right, let's move on.
Right, officer. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by
Nice.
his assurance. It's going to be all right.
Oh, that went as well as it could have, I believe. So, I think we're actually going to end here because we've gone on for 5 hours and it's getting really late. Oh yeah, that was fun. We're going to be doing, for certain, we're going to be doing Exanima tomorrow. This one's probably going to get split up twice, but split up into 2 streams, I should say, for the VOD channel. But I should say, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. And yeah, have a good one. Hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow for Exanima. See y'all.